Hello everyone and welcome back to Smogley in 2 Point Hospital, where we're gradually starting to pull our income up a little bit. It's by very small measures, however, because our monthly outgoing is about 20,000 and our monthly income is about 30. Not quite where we need it to be, if I'm perfectly honest, but we'll see. As we have increased our wages recently, our prices recently, and our ward is getting quite a lot of use. So we're seeing a reasonable amount of income there, which I'm very, very pleased about.
After 4 rudderless years, 2 Point County has never been in greater need of strong leadership.
That is true.
So vote for 4 more years of Tabitha
No.
Winsock in the mayoral elections. Tabitha Winsock, wrong but stable.
I'm not sure about that one myself.
This is
Right, we need a fracture ward, but it's going to cost us a little bit to build. Now, I'm inclined to send the patient home for now, because I really would like our curing to be happening over there. What about down here? No, that's a little bit too much for us, unfortunately. It is a bit of a shame. It is a bit of a shame. The moment we hit about 50k, I'll buy this. Because at that point, we're going to be in a reasonable location for money. Because when my wages go out, it's not going to suddenly put us in a massive, heaping great pile of debt. What? Our doctors have discovered a new illness. Oh, okay. Head office. Turtle head. Retraction of the head due to an introverted spine. An excessive amount of force must be applied using an anti-turtling device. The patient is seeking treatment. We will need a head office in order to treat them. You'll need to research the head office. We'll have to send them home. Alas, we're going to have a lot of them to send home as well, which is going to be particularly bad, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. We'll try and make as much money as we can from them while we're here. Oh, there we go. End of year. Let's have a quick look. Come on then. And no deaths! Hooray! Honestly, everything else pales in comparison to the no deaths award. Injection room required. It'll cost us 15k to build it. Now, I'm actually going to get the patient to wait here, because we now have enough money to go ahead and open that. Now, we're going to have to hope that it doesn't take over long for you to be ready, because, yeah, it's going to take us a little while to get that all done. I love the animation of all of that being, like, collapsed, one by one. How are they going to do the JCB, though? That's actually an important one. Fracture ward required, get patient to wait. Actually, we may be able to handle that. Head office required. I'm afraid you're going to have to go home. There's nothing we can do for you. I'm terribly, terribly sorry about that, but there's really no good can come from having you wait around. Speed things up. We might have too many janitors. Several are currently out. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Oh, treatment failed. Oh, 2 treatments failed. Double bad. Double super bad. So sorry, peoples. Alright, okay, let's pause that. Staff challenge from Alpha Wizard. Well done. We successfully completed the request from Alpha Wizard. Earn 100,000 cash. Time limit 90 days. Reward 20 plus happiness and 10 good. Now, is that 20 happiness to Alpha Wizard? I've gone this long without looking into that. Alpha Wizard, where are you? Alpha Wizard. Your happiness is pretty high, actually. Feeling happy. I love my job. Plus 20% customer service skill. Plus 20% marketing skill. Traits. Motivated. Walks faster than normal speed. I mean, it's actually pretty cool. I didn't realize being happy was that much of a boon, though. My lord. Plus 10% diagnosis skill. Plus 10% treatment skill. I had no idea that was that big of a thing. Well, now I know. Now I know. This is why you want to give everyone amazing rooms to be in, because they're that much better at doing their job. Okay, well, the more you learn. Right, okay. Now, we need 2 rooms, an injection room and a fracture ward. Alright. Now, we don't have quite enough room down here to set that kind of thing up. So we may be able to fit something in there, though. But for now, let's focus over on this side, because we've got 3 and 3. So which room are we going to go for first? I think we're going to be going for an injection room first. And this one needs to be a 3x3, so nice and simple for us to add in. Could make it a little bit bigger. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, as it can fit in a 3x3, I am inclined to make it a 3x3. We'll have this right about there so that our patrons can get in there straight away. And I'll also pop down a reasonable amount, or perhaps an unreasonable amount, of medicine cabinets. I think that looks normal to me. Having a wall full of medicine cabinets in a place which is treating people for illnesses. But I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and then immediately following that, build a fracture ward, and I will bring you back when we're done. Okay, there we go. Just had to speed up time a little bit to get this money in. This is a fairly expensive ward, but as you can see, it can house 5 patients. It can still only cure one of them, but we'll see how it goes. Right, heat-wise is good. Prettiness-wise, yeah, doing fairly well, actually, considering how tight this space is. I'm reasonably impressed with that. Though I see one little spot there that could be greatly, greatly improved by the addition of, let's say... let's get a little... No, we can't put that paint in there. Unfortunately. Let's see... We'll have a bronze star for this fire extinguisher. There we go. Done, and indeed, done. There we are. We will have an extra nurse, if possible. But okay, we have our buildings. Now, the unfortunate thing here is we spent an awful lot of money on it. We are going to need a bench at least. Let's pop down a bench right there. And we'll get one big old heater right there. There we go. That should take care of
This
all
week
of that.
I headed to the Pointy Mountains for my Sir Nigel Reviews segment.
Okay.
If you have any plans of staying at the Underlook Hotel, I must warn you, be prepared to hear typewriter noises throughout the night.
All right.
As if that weren't bad enough, there's blood coming off elevators and
What?
ghosts everywhere.
What?
Hardly a restful stay, I'm sure you'll agree.
Okay. We'll be sending you home. That escalated significantly faster than I was expecting, I'll be honest, Sir Nigel. I really wasn't expecting, no, especially the elevator with blood. How many takes did it take, though, before they got that perfect shot? Because I heard it's quite a few. Send patient home, I'm afraid. There we go. Let's have a watch of you. I'm really sorry about what's about to happen. Honestly, it's never a fun one, this. I mean, not for you, anyway. It looks like you're about to have a fight. Honestly, knowing what's about to happen, I wouldn't blame you, really. Bump! Ouch! We need some ice cream for him. Stat. Alright, let's have a look. Stat promotion. Nice. I'm afraid I'm not going to be promoting this. I mean, I want to, but... fine. Happy staff are productive staff. But okay, we've got our first 2 big treatment rooms there. And straight in. Fantastic. Okay. Let's get you sorted. Please and thank you. Take a seat. Now that worked really well. The only thing I dislike is this kind of the system there. Not entirely taken on that, but we'll see. We'll let it go for now. Our money's getting a bit low. Yeah, I know, right? It's actually very low, not just a bit low. There you are. Now, the reason why I've expanded this area out is I'm thinking we could possibly have a couple of rooms around here, just 3x3s, and then this will be a nice larger than normal waiting area for them. If I hadn't pushed this back, then we could have gotten all of these in without it being looking a little bit weird. And maybe I will expand that out later on, but for now, I'm fairly happy with it as is. Okay, we've got someone who needs your help. Chop. There we go. Best of luck. I've not had the best of... Are you alive? Torture device failed to work this time. Fantastic. Okay, well, if we have to host Tabitha Winsock, I guess we will. But only because we have to. Right. What kind of illnesses we get? We've got grey anatomy there. Our ward is still doing good work there. Very, very good work. Let's slow things down just slightly, though. I'm terribly sorry you're going to have to go home. What I would like to do... Surgery emergency. 4 patients with spinal BAP. Afraid not. I would love it. But no, we can't. Not right
Honestly,
now.
the state of this radio station is deplorable at times. I have half a mind to speak to the janitor about it. In fact, I should call upon Mr. Henry Jobsworth, the county's health and safety inspector, and close personal friend of mine, to make his own assessment. I'll let you know how I get on.
Very well. A little bit too expensive, but... it looks like we don't actually need to train nurses for surgery. I was wondering if the nurses and the doctor needed to both be trained, but it appears not, as it happens. It appears not. Still, we are going to need to shell out for that. It's just going to be a thing that we have to do. Right now, we're doing okay without needing additional diagnosis. We're doing very, very well, actually. Let's have a look at my staff overall. Let's have a look at the overview. And patients, patients I meant to say. Prices are low, but the reputation amongst patients is actually quite nice. And that's likely because we haven't had any deaths yet. We have sent quite a few people home, though. Cure rates, it's okay, you know. Happiness is what I want to look at. Yeah, it's very closely matching the overall cure rate. Alright. As for staff, player satisfaction is low. Maybe we can help with that. Staff rank... That's not something I really need to look into right now, but I do feel that we probably need an extra nurse. Yes, I do feel we need an extra nurse. To injection room. Let's have a look at you. Hi, Angie. Likes to argue terribly dull. No. Class clown will work for peanuts. Arts and crafts. Fiend has potential. Can't drive. Motivated. Needs peace and quiet. Well, I mean, treatment there is quite nice. Fast learner as well. But I'm gonna go with Jamie Lynn Desert. There we are. Head office. Sorry, you're gonna have to go home. Right, there's so much we could do with this place. A few more plants, a nice picture, some art, perhaps, maybe even clean up that vomit. What? My hospital is beautiful. It's practically already how dare you? However, I know that we're gonna have a grey anatomy somewhere along the lines reasonably soon. So, let's get chromotherapy set up, shall we? I think so. Let's go ahead and build you. This can take almost all my money, though. Actually, no. We're going to wait until we've gone through the next payment cycle, rather than put myself in a heaping great pile of debt. Send patient home. Alas. Much sad. I'm very sorry about that. Much sad. On the plus side, though, we are getting a decent amount of people through otherwise. Yeah, the payment cycle went through. We could probably afford it the moment I've got the money now.
I have just spoken to Mr. Henry Jobsworth, the county's health and safety inspector, to report 2 Point Radio's lack of hygiene. But I was told he's too busy visiting hospitals.
Wow.
I suggest the inspector re-examines his priorities. In the meantime, here's another dreadful tune.
I'm gonna defend Sir Nigel on this one. Working in an unclean environment is not good for you for obvious reasons, obvious health reasons, but it's not good for your mental state either. I'm with him on this one. That's probably not going to happen very often, but right, get patient to wait then. Let's slow. Well, actually, we're going to pause it, and I'm going to risk going into heaping great amounts of debt in order to get this room down. So chromotherapy is a 4x3. There we go. And I'll pop you right there and get this set up straight away. I do kind of like having the control consoles on the side like so. It just makes me happy. I don't know why. We'll have the radiator out there as well as the fire extinguisher. Did we have a fire extinguisher in there? Yes, we did. Phew. Got to make sure. Not that I tend to have fires, touch wood, but be prepared, etc., etc. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna have a cupboard. We don't have enough of them. Rarely place those down. I've still yet to see the interesting thing that goes on. Lala said there was something amazing that happens with cupboards, and I've not seen it. It's frankly driving me to distraction at this point. Right, let's get Jasmine Odyssey over there. Right, level 3. Honestly, that is my base level. If I can't get a room up to level 3, I consider it a bit of a failed room, honestly. And I will consider losing quite a lot of efficiency in order to drag it up there to level 3, but it's not always possible, I suppose. I think that should be good. Let's have a quick look. Prettiness is probably going to be fine. We could do with a tiny bit of improvement over there. Heat levels are okay. Alright, well, I want to... Oh, I didn't really want to edit it specifically, but it's fine for the moment. We're going to pop a gold certificate. That is gold star coffee right there. Don't say they don't give you anything, people. Actually, one other thing we can do, and it's a fairly cheap thing too. You can add in a window. It does help more than you realize. Having a little portal out into the world beyond. Right, there we go. Let's get some items down out here as well then.
In case of staff shortage, please contact a member of staff.
I mean, on the surface, seems like a reasonable thing to suggest, but then you think about it. Right, okay, well, in terms of heat, we've got a large radiator over there, so we're fine for heat, but we do need a little bit more beautification around here. Also, some jumbo nuts.
Nurse needed.
And
General
some moose
diagnosis.
juice. As well as... I could go for a plant. And if I popped a plant about here, it would be very, very powerful. There we go.
Roach Burger's first drive-thru has opened in Groggle Bay.
Okay.
Now you can order your extra crunchy burgers without leaving the comfort of your car. And remember, order more than 10 Roach Burgers
Why?
and get a free Roach Shake.
Why would anyone do this?
24
Don't think
hours
it's
a
very
day.
sane.
This is 2 Point Radio.
Get a little bit of a extra painting there, maybe. Oh, actually, I always go for that one, so let's go for the spiral one instead. It does tend to make me think of certain horror manga. It's crazy how that happens. Never had a problem with spirals before. Then suddenly read a certain fateful manga. I'm not gonna invoke its name. That seems to me like it would invoke something even worse. There's power in print, everyone. Don't doubt it. But I'm sure if any of you, well, you've either read it or you haven't. And if you have read it, you automatically know what I'm talking about. I don't even need to go into details. You just know. Ugh. Right. A hand injury caused by too much enthusiastic thumb clicking, hand waving, and skin burns, resulting from prolonged exposure to acid jazz. Wow. We'll send the patient for treatment in our ward. Oh, I need to see this. Where is the person with jazz hands? Where's our jazz hands person? I need to know. I don't see anyone with gigantic jazz hands. It's making me sad. I super want to see someone with jazz hands. Is it you? Ah. Well. To say I'm a bit disappointed would be an understatement. Alright. Hurty leg discovered. We'll send them to the fracture ward. Fantastic. We'll speed things up because I need to get money. For obvious reasons. Right, publicity update. Tab of the Windsock's office have sent us a notice following her visit to the hospital. Congratulations, your terrific hospital is the perfect example of progress under me. It's got nothing to do with me. It's progress despite me, Windsock. Thank you very much. Not that I'm trying to politicize my Let's Plays or anything. There we go. I imagine like 90% of my viewers like, what are you talking about? It must be wonderful to live in a world where you don't have to think about such things. We can upgrade our Jab Master. That would be nice, but we're probably not going to. I really do want to get that just last 2% though. Let's have a look around. We need to try and beautify more of my corridors, I fancy. Let's go for... We're probably going to have a room around here.
I just like talking into a microphone.
Pop. You about there. There we go. Ah, perfect. Excellent. There we go. A bit of extra happiness. Never hurt anyone. In fact, it did quite a lot of good. To the patients, anyway. As my staff become super staff once they're happy. It's actually kind of a nice idea, then. It's probably quite true as well. Okay, we've got a few little cold spots around here that I need to deal with. I don't like them. That makes that a little bit warm, doesn't it? Can I squeeze this in? Okay, that's not terribly bad. It'll do. It's a bit warm in places, but that just means that people are going to be more willing to buy my drinks. Now I've got to make sure they've got access to drinks. Got moose juice down there. We do not have another drink around nearby. Let's go ahead and see if we can't pop down like a palpitation or something. Yeah, palpitation. There we go. Womp. There you are. Down over here. Well, you've got moose juice right there, so you don't need anything else. That'll be fine, I think. Okay. Well, starting to get to the point now. I'm thinking training is definitely the next highest priority for us, but getting the money for that is the problem. I would very much like surgery, though. I would very much like surgery, especially because of this.
Taken home by staff.
It's a tricky one, knowing which one to go for. Because getting a second GP as well would be pretty nice. But right now, we haven't actually got very large queues anyway.
It's that time of day again. That's right, folks. Harrison Wolf is back on the airwaves.
Hooray!
Stay tuned for my unique brand of enthusiastic banter.
Not really how I would have described you, but sure.
Nurse to the ward, please.
Natural. Ooh, you're very good. Yes, hired. I noticed that we've only really got 2 assistants, so the moment one takes a break, we've got 1 location that is just not being used. So we do need you out there. Right. Well, we could go ahead and upgrade. Oh, we fully upgraded the easy scan, so that's fine. Upgrading these would be very useful. Can I even upgrade the plaster caster? No. The plaster master caster cannot be upgraded. Very well. We're going to need a little bit more cash. I'm going to go ahead and allow money to accrue patiently. I'm not going to rush things. Well, here and there, I'm probably going to upgrade these machines, maybe at least to the first level, simply because it's going to drastically improve their chance of having a cure. Because estimated cure chance is 60 to 99. Staff skill, oh, we don't know. We don't know who's going to be in there yet. But I would love to know how likely that room was, but we've got a staff promotion. But yes, I'm just going to let a bit of time pass, and when you return, we'll probably have enough money to start some training, or I'll already done it, or at least build a research room, because those are the 2 more important things that we've got to get going. We've got to get surgery, and we've got to get head office. Ah, first death, no, why? Seconds after you left. I need to keep you around more. You're clearly good luck. Either way, we ended up with quite a lot of cash. So, I suppose, in a way, it worked out. Not for that particular patient, of course, but it's fine. Right, I need someone trained in surgery, please. That will be you. I could train second. No, we'll have you trained. Just you. Surgery required. That is a shame. You're going to have to head back. I'm sorry, because there's no way I can afford it. Not right now. So it looks like we're going to be back to waiting for a little bit, because a research room is fantastically expensive. I really am sorry. It was jazz hands as well, of all things. Ghost. Not ghost. But we can say goodbye to the 0 death.
This stuff blows my mind. Bungle have released a new vitamin tablet that incorporates nanotechnology. You heard me. The tablet scans your body for the vitamins it needs, and then synthesizes them. Either that or explodes inside you and kills you.
Wow. I'm bringing you back just for that radio. My lord. Explosive vitamin nanobots. I mean, you know, surprise progress, I guess. Right, well, we've got a doctor trained now in surgery, which is very, very good. But I need another doctor, you see, because I'm... Oh, really? Hygienic will work for me in a What? You're actually fairly good. Funny, charming will work for penis. But what I'm going to say is I don't want someone who's got that many other skills and research. Research is really something that I don't particularly want someone to have many skills for, because they're going to spend most of their time in the research mode. So I'm going to hire you. Go ahead. But we can finally build a surgery. Now we've not... Oh, well, okay. We can't build a surgery yet, but soon. I've got a ward emergency on the way. There we are. We've got not that many free spaces in the ward right now, which is a bit of a pain, but we'll hopefully see a couple of people wander in. There we go. Get you inside and changed. There we are. Marvelous. And two nurses in here to make sure that everyone is taken care of nice and quickly. Marvelous. All right, things are going well. Things are going very well. All right, we've almost got everyone from the emergency already in the ward, and we're only 1/3 of the way through the time that we've got. That's fantastic, actually. Our money's getting quite low. No, it'll be fine. Once all of these patients get cured, I mean, we're going to be paid for their treatment on top of possibly getting a little bit extra. I'm not usually one for suggesting this, but the other day I got this great idea, and I can't stop thinking about it. What if we were to, like, cure some people? Wouldn't that be cool? Well, actually, we've got quite a lot of people almost ready to be cured. On hopes. What's the chance? Only 82%. It's actually not that high. Gotta be honest, it's not as good as I was hoping it would be, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's see. The last of our patients needs to head on in. About now. No? Yes? Yes? No? Yes? Now's the time? Yes! Perfect. Head office required. Afraid not. Arrival hospital owned by Biffa has a yearly profit of 292,000 and I've only got a 168. This is Shenanigans, I call. Oh. Yeah, we're still not getting that 0 deaths. Much sadness. But at least one person was cured. 2 people have been cured, actually. That's not so bad. 3 people cured in total. 4 people. Fantastic. I approve. Let's have a look at you guys. Looks like we're actually doing okay. Thank goodness we had the extra staff in there, though. Because that would have been particularly difficult to handle if we hadn't. Ooh, you are perfect.
Through to the station
it's fine, you're going to be working on your own.
No, we're experiencing some technical difficulties. Well, if you want to know the truth, I unplugged the phone. Let's just imagine you requested this upcoming song.
Why did you tell us? Maybe it's just... You know what? I think Harrison is the sort of person who just can't lie. Lying is... It's not a concept that Harrison understands, and I find that remarkably sweet. We could have a larger corridor there, but I don't think we really want one. I think it's unnecessary. But I will move this door, because I feel the door would better fit. Can I get that right in the corner? Yes, I can. Just there. There we go. And then this can be a little bit more centralized. There we are. Perfect. Okay, I am liking this. Up to 8 patients. We got a special report, but I'd have to cancel the room. So, no, don't do that. Let's continue getting this done. So, of course, we're going to want stupid amounts of servers. That being said, this room is already 25k, so let's not get too OTT with the servers. It's now 65k. I said not get too OTT with the servers. Damn it, me. Why am I just incapable of making a poor research room? I'll pop down a couple of windows. Should help with keeping my staff in here fairly happy about the situation. We'll have... No, we won't have that. We're going to have a cactus right in the corner. We are definitely going to have a coffee machine and some sweets. Just to keep those hunger pangs at bay. Additionally... Oh, alright then, you can have a cupboard. You can hide in the cupboard every now and then when things are just getting a little bit too much for you. Maybe peek out every now and then just to check if Pyramid Head is there. Right. Let's get Jasmine Odyssey right next to the cactus. Overlooking the research. Doggo also overlooking the research. Make sure our research staff understand the gravity of the situation and how much the work they need to do to impress Doggo. I think this is probably a good enough room, but we're a little bit shy on cash, so need some money. Please and thank you. And then I'm going to be very broke for a very long time, and will immediately go into debt, no doubt. There we go. Pause. Yes. Not ready? Why? Oh, I haven't put a researcher's desk down. Well, I guess that is a thing that I didn't do, yeah. Bit of a silly thing not to have done. Okay, given that then, we are clearly going to need to get rid of 1 or 2 of the servers. Makes me sad, but we can improve it later on. First and foremost, is it pretty? No, it's not pretty enough. Alright, we need a little bit more prettiness there. So let's just try and get that done. A certificate above the radiator should... it's good enough, actually, I would say. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's have a look. We should... Is this going to give me the 10k now? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, I'm afraid you're going to have to head home. And Health Minister visit. Tarquin Foxbridge has informed us that he'll be visiting. Very well, Tarquin. Come along, you.
Health Minister is arriving.
Now, let's get... Where are we? Head office. Marvellous. So I'm going to take 1,000 research, and we've already made some progress. Oh, wow. Actually, advanced upgrade for pest control is right there. Sure, let's finish that one off, I guess. Okay, well, now we're back to waiting on some more money, it seems. But that should be okay. Now that we've got that, we should be able to get head office sorted out soon enough. You're too cold? What? Ah, yes, of course. I haven't put down extra heaters around the hospital yet. So let's get a couple more. Just here and there to keep that place warm for you, even when you're not meant to be there.
A 2-point radio. Never hurts to have a fallback career. I tried out as a paparazzo, so by hanging out at the Paradise Lust Hotel, where all the celebs
Paradise Lust?
managed to take a bunch of pictures of the doorman, but having a hard time selling them. I guess I'll stick to playing records. Like this one.
I find that kind of endearing, honestly. Good old Harrison Wolf. Doesn't know how to be a paparazzo. Well. Right, continue on. Seems that although he'll finish talking with it paused, will not actually play any more music with it paused. That's kind of interesting. Staff challenge. Cure 10 patients. There we go. We successfully completed that one. Extra happiness. Diagnosis decision. One of our patients, Roger Dredd, has been sent to all our diagnosis room, but only 90% sure of the diagnosis. We can ask them to wait until we have more diagnosis rooms, take a risk and treat them anyway, or send them home. Send them for treatment. With 90%, it should be okay. I would like to make this little area much prettier, though. Let's go have a yucca around here. We have... Oh, that being said... Yeah, we can just pop one in there and then maybe have a notice board on this wall. Even though that makes the yucca somewhat surface demand, I still appreciate it. Additionally, wouldn't mind a phone right about there. There you go. It's kind of out of the way. People can hang out there and not have to worry too much about anyone overhearing the conversation, except everyone in the training room, of course. But you know, most prestigious hospital and employer of the year. Wow, we didn't get many others though, did we? Kind of a bit bad, really. Do we want anything around here? We do. Yes. Let's go for you. There we are. I think that should be good enough. Yes. Okay. It's a bit of a long walk. We could perhaps have some drinks machines, maybe. You know what? Let's go for the older ones. We'll get some burp. Do you want some cheesy gubbins as well? Sure, let's get some cheesy gubbins as well. Pop that there. Then we'll get a bin right beside them. There we go. That should be good. Now, our surgery patient is waiting. Research is complete. Fantastic. We've developed the ultimate animal magnetism treatment. Our first machine looks terrible. Now, you've unlocked a new upgrade that can now be applied to each machine by a janitor qualified mechanic. Staff training required. Not right now, but it is high time we get our surgery built. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, we've not done this one before. It needs to be a 4x3. Doesn't surprise me in the least. What would surprise me though is... looks like it's gonna... The surgery room in Theme Hospital... I know this isn't Theme Hospital, but the surgery room in Theme Hospital was always a bit of a gigantic one. Now, I don't know what we're going to be doing with this one. Oh, it actually only has a regular door. Well, I am actually quite surprised by that. Very well. Let's get... Do we have, like... No, we don't have any sort of... desk, but that kind of makes sense, actually. Okay, surgery. Really, is this such a small room that we could get away with it just being a 3x4? Because we could... Yeah, you know what? Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to be nearly as big as I was expecting. So, let's move this over here instead. There we go. We'll have the door right here. Have this right there. Okay. Now we need a place for my doctors and nurse to scrub up. We are going to need the actual surgery bench, or rather table, surgery bench. Right, well, we'll have it central actually. Okay, this is such a small room. Much smaller than I was expecting. Wow. Though, question here now becomes, how likely am I going to murderize everyone who uses this room if I don't have a gigantic room that I can fit 1 million of these medicine cabinets into? That is a worrying thought. Let's just err on the side of caution. Lots of medicine cabinets. If nothing else, we'll have the best anesthetics available. So I definitely feel that you need a hand sanitizer. I know you're going to be scrubbing up. Shh, it's fine. We'll get... we do not need a large radiator. Not for a 3x4. A regular radiator will in fact do. As amusing as it would be, no, I'm not going to have my surgeons super buzzed and jittery. I may occasionally be cruel, but I'm not an idiot, alright? I value my patients' lives at least enough not to do that to them. Ooh, operation monitor for monitoring the operation. Increases room prestige and treatment bar. $300. Oh man, it's huge. But, whomp. Can I fit this in there? Can I just slide it across and make it work? Is there any way that'll work? It will. Perfect. That looks very prestigious. I like it. This is a pretty cool little room. It is a little room, so we'll take the good with the bad, I guess, with that one. We're going to want a nice certificate up on that wall. All right, let's have a quick look. Now, very pretty, warm enough. Okay. Now again, I'm really actually quite surprised that room is as small as it is. But the thing with any room that is a treatment room, you're probably outside of emergencies not going to need that much seating. So we should be okay here. Let's have a quick look at this prettiness. I'm afraid, food pyramid, while I do love you, you're going to have to go. I want a little bit of extra room. I'm not getting rid of the doggo, don't worry. I need a little bit of extra room for another bench over there, I think. Doggo can be above the bench. And you can be a little bit more centralized. There we are. All right. I'm very pleased with this. We're already at level 8. Okay. Well, do I need extra people in there? No. Doctor with surgery required. Nurse required. Okay, so it's just any nurse. There we are. Also, doctor needed in surgery. I think you may have missed that part. Rival hospital, owned by Meadmaker, what a fantastic name, has yearly profits of 350,000.
They said he was too old. They said he looked ridiculous.
Oh, the nurse has changed. Ah, that's getting into scrubs.
The world needs a hero.
I like that a lot, actually.
A hero must put on his spandex.
I'm not sure about that part.
This summer,
Pipe organs? What?
Roderick Cushion returns as Perilous Spandex in Perilous Spandex 5, A Stretch Too Far.
That is absolutely fantastic. The internal organs are arranged in such a way that they create dramatic music when the sufferer walks. Requires surgery to rearrange. Why would you want to rearrange that? Why wouldn't you happily accept it? Forever. Oh, starting to get some nasty cues there, though. Womp. Womp. There you go. No, you don't need to thank me. I'm glad I could help. But that is getting a bit rough. I'm thinking we're probably going to want to expand out another area as soon as we can. How much is that? That's only 35. I would like to move the additional diagnosis rooms over there. And maybe we'll probably move the ward down there eventually as well. And that way I can focus this area on GP's offices. We'd also have an extra one in the secondary diagnosis area because then they could go from here straight to the GP. Yeah, Yes, I know. I'm afraid you're going to have to go home. While we're thinking about it, though... Oh, I'm not going to have enough now to... Oh, no, I can green light it. Excellent. Okay, begin your work. Our reputation is pretty solid, though. Let's slow things down because of that. Now, one thing you can do is if you have a look at our patient reputation, it's pretty amazing. 90%. The medical is 70% based on how successful you are at treatments. We only had 2 deaths. Patient reputation is 82 based on the happiness of patients, staff, publicity. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to push our prices up even higher. Now, they might get very unhappy with that, but our reputation is high enough that we'll still be able to get enough people to come and check it out. We'll see. If people start declining payment, then we'll worry about it then. But this will also slow down a little bit of the queuing that's happening. We want to try and find that nice balance between we've got enough patients that we've got decent amount of money coming in, but not so many that we're clogging the place up. Right, diagnosis. Let's go through here. You don't need to be waiting for this. You are doing something else. You don't need to be waiting for it. 85. Well, maybe you could, I guess. 94. You can definitely go ahead straight to the next location. In terms of health, I want you to be next in queue. You definitely need to be next on the queue. Let's make sure that you're actually... Yeah, you will both go into the same GP. You're going into the GPs. Okay, that'll do for now. Staff challenge from Leela Desert. Desert, maybe. I actually don't know how to... I keep getting desert and desert mixed up. It would be great to work in a really spacious environment with lots of luxury furnishings. Something really prestigious. What do you think? You know what? I think I could. I think I absolutely can. Level 3. We need some very high prestige items, but I'm fairly certain we can make this happen for you. We can just have plants everywhere for one thing. Printer maybe. Pop the printer just over there. And get a couple more filing cabinets. More or less everywhere. Get a little radio perhaps. Pop it there. Let's see. Well, we're not going to have a cupboard right in the middle of this room. A bin though wouldn't be a bad one. We can pop it just about there. Maybe just between the two of you. Can I tuck it under? Oh, I can sort of tuck it right up to the desk. That's kind of cool, but it also looks a little bit messy. So let's get you and just shunt you back just a tad. Let's make sure that we're on very slow speed though, because this is going to take me a little bit. Sure, I'll pop a little sweet dispenser. Well, no, I'll have that facing the other way, so you can actually make use of it properly. There we are. What else do we want to pop down? Maybe a second printer. In fact, if I'm doing that, I'll move... Oh, no, one thing. I want the printer. There we go. Get this printer over here instead. There we are. We are getting closer. Maybe have an extra donation area. Some more plants around the place.
Bad news for the hospital who received a visit from Minister for Health, Tarquin Foxbridge, this morning.
Oh?
Probably outlawed sneezing and created a new tax on elbows. Remember,
that would
folks,
be pretty dire.
We've got to vote these people out.
Well, Tarquin has sent us a handwritten note following his visit to the hospital. I'm thrilled to see that you've succeeded in executing my 117-step plan for ideal healthcare. What an excellent plan it was. It was, Tarquin. It's true. 78% cure. I'm going to send the patient home, unfortunately. 90% cure, we will get you to go and get treated. Well done. We successfully completed the request from Layla. From Layla. There we go. Lovely. Now you'll be pretty happy. Our hospital cure rate is 72%. That is way better than Deathcaster. Well, I mean, with a name like Deathcaster, what were you expecting? Frankly, we've got a lot of people queuing out there. Okay, let's have a wee watch of this then. Let's see how this goes. There we are. Perfect. We need to see how this works. Good, good. Scrubbing up there. Got 2 hand sanitizer, just for the sake of it. On that note, what's the hygiene like in the hospital?
Nurse required in injection room.
Hygiene's fine. No one's grimy. Never seemed to be for some reason. Is anyone coming in? Super waiting on you. There we go. All right, let's see how this goes. How did that even get in there? Okay, speed things up a little bit. Womp. And the hat, please. Oh, okay then. You can wear your hat to do your surgery. I mean, it's going to be awkward if it's brain surgery, but it's pixelated the chest. We don't want to see no gore. Only I'm totally going to hover over it to see if it gets opened up. No. What? You're cutting through. But what the? You're keeping it? I mean, okay, I suppose. He's awake! Oh my lord! What? How? You put it back. Oh, is that meant to be there? Oh, maybe it is. The more you know, I guess. There we are, stitching him up. Okay, so we've removed the alarm clock, but you get to keep the rubber duck. I think that's fairly reasonable. 22,000. Very nice indeed. 6 patrons to 30 leg. I think we can take care of that, yeah. That was stonkingly brilliant, I must say. However, we now have a bit of an issue with lavatories over there. I mean, the only lavatories we've got are very far away. Might want to take care of that one. We'll see. We could have a little lavatory back here, or maybe even 2, just kind of squeeze into this corner. One men, 1 women. Maybe that actually might be cool. But I'm kind of feeling the whole unisex toilet vibe right now. It keeps things simple in my hospital. But we do have enough money to grab another plot. So, how about we grab this one?
I think I'd be a loyal customer of Holistics. Let me tell you, the only environment those people care about is the air-conditioned bank vault where they keep all their money. Remember that next time you bathe in your jasmine-scented mud bath.
I mean,
Nurse needed in surgery.
That's the first time I've heard Harrison Wolf actually sound angry. What did they do to you, Harrison? Tell us. Reveal the story. I would like to get the Jab Master upgraded a little bit further. Actually, we're gonna drop a lot of money on that. We should also probably investigate getting some more training done. Same patient home. We're waiting on it. I'm really sorry. It's taking a bit of time. I'd like some extra people working in there if we can get them. There we are.
Doctor to research,
Fantastic. On that note, let's have a look at our other doctors. Tizeri, inspiring, unhygienic, hygienic, accidentally voted for Tab. I want to hire you, and yet such betrayal. I'm not sure I can. Maybe. I'm not hiring you. You got too many bad things. I mean, you'd kind of be okay. Sort of. I would prefer... Alright. Go ahead. You can do a lot of different jobs, so you'll be very useful. But I think that's where we're going to be wrapping this one up. In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and at least move general diagnosis across. Also, we'll probably set up cardiology. And then with that, we'll pop down an extra GP's office in here. I may keep it to a 3x3, but expand the staff room a little bit so that we can get this up to a nice, healthy Prestige 5. At that point, we'd really be keeping our staff very, very happy. We'll probably also move the ward over there and then get another 1 or 2. 3 if we could fit it, but I don't think we can. Very much doubt we can, actually. Yeah, there's absolutely no way. Unless I were to move this. Anything's possible, I suppose, but yeah, getting some extra GPs would be a big help because we are starting to see those queues beginning to rack up a little bit, and that's a bit of a problem. A last glance, though, before we wrap up at our current Patient reputation. Patient reputation is pretty amazing still. Finances, well, I mean, they're all kind of very similar at the moment, but can we have a look at the 12-month? 3-month is okay, but everything seems to be heading down right now. Cash is going down quickly, but profit factor is up, so I guess it isn't so bad. But that is going to be it from me. So until next time, and as always, look at that bloody queue.
How about
Take
the
care,
soul of
everyone.
confidence?